What's going on, guys? Got a pretty cool challenge video for you today. We're going to see if we can win the Stanley Cup after trading every single player on an NHL team. I figured to do this, why not use the defending Stanley Cup champions in the Tampa Bay Lightning. They're absolutely stacked in game as well as real life. Kucherov would be healthy. We've got Hedman, Vasilevsky, Stamkos, Point, Sergachev, list goes on and on. So a lot of guys here we can use as trade bait. And try and move out to bring in some awesome assets. Basically, I was thinking it'd be fun to try and win the Stanley Cup with an entirely new roster. All 20 guys are going to be brand new to the Tampa Bay Lightning. So to pull this off, obviously we're going to have to make some smart trades. In regards to the settings here, I'm going to have salary cap still on, as well as computer trades, but everything else will be turned off. And speaking of computer trades, I was thinking I'd leave it at medium, as honestly a lot of the times it's a bit more realistic, I think, than hard. Other than that, really, none of the rest of the stats should matter much. So next year, guys, I'm going to show you the lines, as these are the 20 players we have to trade away. Palat, Point, Kucherov, Gord, Stamkos, Killorn, Johnson, Cirelli, Joseph, Maroon, Coleman, and Gaudreau on offense. Defensively there, we have Hedman, Chernak, Ruda, Sergachev, McDonough, and Foote. In goal, it's Vasilevsky and McElhinney. So any other players, whether they be in the AHL, an unsigned prospect who's playing in junior, we can use them on this future team as they really aren't part of the core team. So maybe, we end up only having 19 guys. We want to call up Smith, Volkov, Conacher, Radish, whoever. They're fair game. But for the most part, I'm going to try and, get 20 actual NHL players back. So this could be a lot of fun. I'm not sure if I'm going to try and do some 5-for-5 trades, a bunch of 1-for-1 trades. I feel like draft picks definitely going to be in play for this as well. And of course, it's just a one-season sim, so we could trade a younger player like Cirelli for a veteran who's higher rated, but less potential. Now, before we start trading, guys, I want to show you this team's overalls. That way we can compare to the new team. So we have 93 offense, 91 defense, 89 goaltending. Again, Tampa's a very good team. Can we make them better? Let's find out. And real quick, guys, I want to thank Raycon for sponsoring today's video. I've actually had a pair of their everyday E25 earbuds for about a year now, and I really enjoy them. They cost about half the price of other leading audio brand earbuds. Come in a variety of different colors. You guys can see here, I've actually gone with the classic black. This little charging case is good for about 6 hours, which is really, really nice. One of the best things I've noticed is just how fast the Bluetooth seamless pairing is. Like I opened up this case and I see on my phone, it's already paired up. They've also got a lot of bass and of course a nice noise isolating fit. They also have a bunch of different sizes here I can show you guys. So they should fit your ear perfectly. Obviously, if you're working out or something, you definitely don't want these moving around. And with spring just around the corner, these are really good for any sort of outdoor activity, whether it be running, biking, you name it. Now, the company was co-founded by Ray J, and Snoop Dogg's a big fan of these, which I think is very cool. Actually, was featured in NHL last year. Also, guys, on top of all that, they have a 45-day free return policy, so you can try them out risk-free. No reason not to give them a try. I'm sure you'll enjoy them. So if you guys are interested at all, click the link in the description box below, or go to buyraycon.com/TacTixHD to get 15% off your first order. Obviously, doing so is going to help with the channel, so I'd really appreciate you guys checking these out. Again, that's buyraycon.com/TacTixHD. Alright, guys, we'll start off with a blockbuster offering LA Vasilevsky for Kopitar 1-for-1. Kopitar would be a really good first-line center for this new team. Vasilevsky has more value. We'll see what the Kings say to this. It's going to go through. Okay, I like that trade because Vasilevsky is a goalie, big cap. I had to find, a pretty fair 1-for-1. And actually, now I can go and get our goalie. I'm thinking Marc-Andre Fleury. Next year, guys, I'm offering Tyler Johnson and Alex Killorn to the Golden Knights or Fleury. Like I said, I think it could be a good starting goalie for us on the block. 87 overall is quite high. Also taking back a 4th-round pick, as our two players actually add up to a bit more value. For salary reasons, though, I have to go with those two. We're actually going to save, I think, about $1 million here, which will help us out making trades later on. Golden Knights should say yes here, and they do. Okay, so I think this team's actually looking pretty good. Next year, guys, trying to finish off the goalies, offering McElhinney, the 4th-round pick we just got from Vegas, to Minnesota for Kakkonen, only making $725K, 81 overall, would be a very solid backup. They accept that trade. That's nice. Next year, guys, we get a pretty big trade with the San Jose Sharks. Ryan McDonough and Jan Ruda for Brent Burns and Gambrel. Gambrel only making $700K, 79 overall. I think would be a solid 4th-line center. Burns 87 overall. Bigger contract than McDonough. 1 overall higher. Pretty offensive. Should obviously help out the power play. Pretty even. I think this goes through. Trades rejected. I mean, we have still some picks to use. I'm not sure really how many picks I want to use. I'm thinking I'm going to wait to use them, basically. Try and do as many trades as I can without them. That way we don't kind of get stuck having to trade basically for a loss. Let's try adding a 4th-round pick here, 2021. And there we go. Next year, guys, trying to trade Eric Cherny for Eric Staal to get a solid 2nd-line center behind Kopitar. Pretty equal value. Staal on the block. There you go, trades accepted. Next, you guys offering Cirelli and Gord with a second-round pick to Arizona for Jarmelson and Garland. Garland's making nothing, and he's 84 overall, so it's really valuable for us. Obviously, trying to clear up some cap space to make trades here. Hopefully, this goes through. And it does. That's huge. Next year, guys, to make a trade, the Ducks actually give us a bit more depth, offering up Stamkos for Raquel and Lindholm. Pretty equal salary-wise. Lindholm making $5 million, 85 overall. Raquel also an 85 at 3.79. They like Stammer. And the trade's accepted. Okay, hopefully that works out. Next year, guys, I'm offering Florida Braden Point and Taylor Radish for Barkov. I don't know. We'll see what they say to this one. It's pretty equal. Wow, okay, I think we win that trade. And next year, guys, we're trying to trade Sergachev back to the Montreal Canadiens along with Cal Foote for Nick Suzuki and Brendan Gallagher. Two solid forwards. I'm kind of looking at like the makeshift depth chart right now. We could use some top 6 guys. 84 and 85 respectively will really help out. We'll see what they say to this. And it's going through. Okay, I think we're making some nice trades here. And next year, guys, I'm trying to make another trade with Florida, offering up Palat, Coleman, and Beret for Keith Yandel and Scott Wilson. Wilson's just there for the roster spot, but he actually could be like a 4th liner for us. Yandel, of course, very solid offensive defenseman. Palat in this game definitely needs an upgrade. He's averaging almost a point per game this season, playing very well right now on the top line with Point and Stamkos. So I'll probably bump him at least an 84 after this. But this looks like a good trade for us. We actually need a bit more defense now. See what Florida says. And it's going through. Okay, I like that.
You like that? You like that?
Next year, guys, I'm offering up Kucherov 1-for-1 for Rantanen. Kucherov's got a bit more value as he's 2 overall higher, but I feel like it's going to be tough to get, equal value for him. Rantanen's about as close, I think, as we can get. We'll see what the Avs say to this. And there we go. Okay, so we lose a bit of overall, but they wanted him. I think it's about the best trade we could have made. Next year, guys, we have another blockbuster trade. Victor Hedman, Barclay Goodrow, and Matthew Joseph for Kyle Connor, Mason Appleton, Derek Forbert. Kyle Connor, 88 overall, is definitely lower than Hedman, but I feel like looking at the team, we have a solid top 4D, good goalie. We just need some, high-power offense. Appleton and Forbert kind of fill in nice spots, cheap contracts, and they're 79, 80 overall, respectively. Let's see what Winnipeg says here. I feel like they definitely want Hedman. And the trade's going to go through. We're calling up Appleton. Let's go. So I think I actually only need one more player, a 6th defenseman. Probably going to trade Maroon and whatever it costs with him. So this actually worked out really well. As I said earlier, I wanted to try and avoid trading draft picks whenever possible. We still have our first rounder, 2021. We still have like most of our picks. For the most part, this is just player-for-player trades. But if it was close, obviously I'm going to throw in a pick. So yeah, we don't even have to actually use any of these first rounders. I'm probably going to trade like Maroon and Kachuk here for the best defenseman I could get. So you know what, guys? I'm going to use one of the first round picks here at the end with Maroon and Kachuk to get Filip Hronek. Probably could just use a 2nd rounder, honestly, but the 2nd rounders are so much in the future. I mean, I guess we could do that. I don't know if this makes it better or worse. Maroon, Kachuk, 2nd rounder for Hronek. And Detroit says yes. So we actually didn't have to use any first round picks there. And the team is now done. So I'm going to mess with the lines, get all the chemistry looking good, show you what it's looking like, and then I'll start the sim. So next year, guys, I'll show you the new look Tampa Bay Lightning. Very excited to see how this team plays again. The entire roster is new to the team. Like, how cool is this going to be? First line, we got Kyle Connor playing with Alex Barkov and Mikko Rantanen getting a +1. Pretty nasty first line, little Finnish connection there, plus Connor. Second line, you got Raquel playing with Kopitar, Gallagher also getting a +1. Suzuki, Stahl, and Garland getting a +1 as well in the third. Then we got Scott Wilson, Gambrell, and Appleton on the 4th line. No boost, but they're pretty solid there for the 4th line. That top 9 actually turned out a lot better than I expected. Barkov and Kopitar down the middle, like 2 very solid two-way centers. Defensively, Jarmelson, Yandel's the top pair getting a +1. Hronek and Lindholm on the 2nd pair get a +3. And then Forbert and Burns on the bottom pair get a +1. So Burns on the bottom pair is a little bit weird, but really it just makes it very balanced, especially with Hronek and a +3. Now plays like an 85. Lindholm's better. Our top pair is the most balanced of all the pairs. It actually should work out pretty well. Goaltending, Fleury's our starter. I'm happy with that. Kakin backing him up there's also not bad at all. In terms of the special teams, first power play unit I think is stacked. Connor, Barkov, Rantanen, Kopitar, and Yandel. The second one's not as good, but a +3 makes it close, honestly. 4-man power play there you can see is solid. The PK isn't too bad either. Again, Barkov and Kopitar I think are just going to really hold it down in the middle of the ice. 3-man penalty kill, unfortunately, I couldn't get above a -1, so I figured put the 2 guys that are 90 out there, the best defensemen. That way the -1 really doesn't hurt us too much. So again, I'm really excited to see how this team's going to play. I'm honestly thinking, like, if this goes well, I'd like to do this with other teams. Obviously, Tampa Bay is the current Cup winner, most stacked real life and in the game. I think it's probably one of the easiest ones to do, but A team like Detroit would be quite tougher. Captaincy-wise, Barkov I have wearing the C, Kopitar and Ranton there with the 2 A's. And I also want to show you guys the overalls here, offense, defense, goaltending. Honestly, looking at the team, I don't know if we went up or down. I think goaltending definitely went down. Fleury's not as good as Vasilevsky, but offense and defense, I don't know. We'll see here. So we have 93, 91, 89 before. We're now 94, 91, 87. So one higher offense, defense is the same, and the goaltending did drop by 2. So pretty much, honestly, got the same rated team without trading any first-round picks. Let's see what happens here. All right, guys, we're at the deadline now, and this team's playing very well. We have a 40, 19, and 3 record. So 83 points at the deadline, pretty much locked to be a playoff team. We are first in the division there. Bruins behind us at 76. I think first, tie with the Oilers there for first in the NHL. Okay, so yeah, playing well. Barkov over a point per game. He's got 70 and 62. Hopefully we can keep this up. Like I said, if we can trade away the entire Tampa Bay Lightning Stanley Cup winning team and then still win the Cup the next year, how cool would that be? And we're now into the season here with a 54, 25, and 3 record. So 111 points, 1-1-1. Well, will it be good enough to win the President's Trophy? Let's find out. Barkov, 97 there and 82. Great season for him. Beat out the Flyers, beat out the Oilers, and beat out the Jets. Okay, so President's Trophy winners, not bad for a brand new team. We'll see just how everybody did. Then we'll get started with the playoff sim. Again, I'm very excited to see how they do. Ranton 87, Kopitar 80, Kyle Connor 75. Our best players did perform. Raquel there 55 is not too bad. Burns 51. Bottom pair D-man, of course, he's on the power plays. Yeah, still averaged almost 18 minutes a night. I think we have like roll all defense for the coaching style. Suzuki had 50 points as well. Didn't go up in rating. Garland almost 50. Yandel 42. Pretty much all assists there. So overall, team played well. Fleury 43 and 18. 5 shutouts, a .902 and a 2.77. Kakin actually really good numbers there as our backup. So very happy again with how this team performed. Take a look here and see just the entire league. I doubt Barkov. Yeah, McKinnon 115. Kucherov with Colorado 107. Yeah, we kind of gave them a dynamic duo there. Basically, my plan was to, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but majority of the time I was trying to make the big trades with Western Conference teams. That way, basically just lessen the competition in our conference. And I think, it kind of worked out here. So Barkov was top scorer. I guess he was like the last one on the first page, which is nice to see. We'll take a look at defensemen here. Whereas Burns didn't even make the first page. Are you kidding me? Hedman, 61 there with the Jets. I'll take a look at rookie skaters next. And Kaprizov, 75. Almost a point per game. This guy's insane. Okay, so before we get started the playoffs, I will check the entire league standings. We know we won the President's Trophy. 287 goals for. We had the most goals for. Goals against. Also had the lowest goals against. So that's pretty good when you can have, the top in both of those. So that means Fleury's winning the William Jennings Trophy. So already we're going home with a bit of hardware here. Are the top 16 making it? No. Florida Buffalo gets screwed there. Let's see. Last in the entire NHL, it's going to be LA Kings 70 points. So tough to see. Montreal 73. We did kind of fleece them, I think. Sergachev for Suzuki and Gallagher. Definitely took a big chunk out of their top 6. So first round of the playoffs, it's actually going to be a Metro team we're playing. So I'm not sure. And let's see. Washington Capitals. All right. So we'll get started here, guys, with the playoff sim. I'll probably just do it game by game. Unless we get to like the Stanley Cup final or something. So here we go. First 2 games at home. Obviously, we'll have home ice the entire playoffs. 8-5 loss hurts, but a 4-1 win after that. Answer back quite nicely. Going to Washington now. Game 2 and 3. 4-0 shutout win. Game 3. Game 4 is a 4-3 loss. Okay, so they're playing us quite tight. Come on, Game 5. 7-3 win. We just have to win one of these next 2. On to the second round. Let's go. 3-2 OT when it was close, but we're moving on. And look at this, guys. In the second round, we have the Toronto Maple Leafs. We know this is going to be a good series. 2 of the best teams in the East for sure. 4-2 loss. 2-1 win. Okay, so 1-1. Just like with the Capitals. Come on. Going to Toronto. 5-2 loss. 4-2 win. 2-2. Just like the last series. Come on. Big game 5. Pivotal. 3-2 OT loss. Have to win these next 2 games. It's do or die. Come on, boys. 3-0 win. Let's go. Game 7. Playoff hopes on the line. I'll send this one period by period. Come on, let's see how the guys do. Home ice advantage, 0-0 after 1. Not good. Nylander, Hyman. Probably going to be all she wrote here. Unless we can have a bit of a miracle. I guess we don't need a miracle, but we definitely need some luck. Power play. Our power play is stacked. Toronto's power play there. Our power play again. Come on, find one by Freddie. Let's go, Gambrel. In 5-on-5, actually. 4th line center. 5 minutes to go. We need a hero to tie this thing up. Then we'll need another hero in OT. Unfortunately, cannot find one. So the Maple Leafs get the better of us there in the second round. Went all the way to Game 7, though. Can't be too upset with that, especially hopefully the Leafs will end up winning the Stanley Cup here. I like when I lose to the eventual Stanley Cup winner, you can kind of believe, you know, you could have played them in the final. You're the second best team in the NHL. But yeah, I mean, that was a lot of fun, like I said, guys. I really enjoyed making all those different trades. Nashville wins the Cup. That is a surprise, to be sure. Nashville wins the Stanley Cup. We'll have to take a look at the playoff tree next, as well as, of course, all the awards. Montreal picks first overall. Okay, I feel a little bit less bad about fleecing them now. So we'll go take a look at the awards. Barkov at 17 points there in 13 playoff games. He was definitely pulling his weight. I wonder how Fleury did, because obviously in real life, not always the best in the playoffs. Rantanen 15, Connor 12. I mean, the first line was definitely, you know, going off for us. .909 and 2.58, like that's not that bad from Fleury. I really think we ran into a good Leafs team. Unfortunately, you know, they beat us in 7. Toronto went on to beat the Devils in the conference final. How the Devils made it, no idea. And then Nashville beat them in 6. Nashville took out the Stars in 7. Jets in 5, who of course had Hedman. Ducks they swept, who of course got Stamkos. And then they beat the Leafs in 6. So some of the teams we made big trades with actually went on to, you know, play pretty well. We won the President's Trophy still. And we know we got the William Jennings. So like I said, we got some hardware. McKinnon there, though, got the Art Ross. He also gets the Hart Trophy. John Carlson there gets the James Norris. McKinnon also got Lady Bang. He's cleaning up. Kaprizov, Calder. Duchesne, Conn Smythe. Interesting. Freddie Anderson got the Vezina. Fleury, though, got the William Jennings. I'm surprised. I feel like Fleury probably had a, you know, case to get the Vezina. Nemeth, Bill Masterton. Devils coach Jack Adams makes sense. Bergeron, Selke. We had Barkov and Kopitar. I feel like we had a decent shot at that. McKinnon, Ted Lindsay. And then Malkin there with the Maurice Richard. So overall, I thought that was a lot of fun. Hopefully, like I said, you guys enjoyed this. If you did, leave that thumbs up and let me know in the comment section if you'd like to see me do this with other teams, as I had a lot of fun with this one. Definitely would not mind doing it again. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit that sub button. Have a nice day, guys. Goodbye.